copious, to have a supply. We have pistachios in the world before the Dubai chocolate trend. The world has a copious supply of cosmics. It's just that some are harder to get than others. There's a copious amount of spiders for me in the world. There are a copious amount of fictional characters. It's just that some are evil. Me and my friend stacked up money until we had a copious amount of it. Is there anything copious in your life right now?
Legacy also means the amount of money you have or the money that is left for you in a will.
Here's what's happening at Suwannee Middle School. Let's get started. First, let's talk about Spirit Week. On Monday, students dressed as their favorite movie character. And also, let's get into art. Art's not just something people do for fun. Some people actually draw their emotions into it. You can figure out how a person might be just through their artwork. While others see the spectacularness of it, some see the true meaning of it. Band is hard at work practicing music, playing musical hits like Pirates of the Caribbean. Advanced Band is working really hard to get into the North Florida Honor Band. They're hoping to go and try out at the competition to get into the big leagues. Let's hope they make it. The announcement crew comes to room 1002, or Miss Neal's room, every Monday morning to practice. They take a piece of the announcements and read it out loud. Soon they're going to make graphics for student activities to talk about. They swap members every 3 days. Here's all the members a part of it. Pause and check if your friends are in it. The theater has built their schedule. From Monday to Wednesday, they practice their scripts over and over again. And on Friday is grade day. They are graded on their performance. Let's get into some splashy books. The world's youngest author, Melissa, being a published author at 7 years old, she wrote Unicorn and Little Amanda, in a mushroom land where a unicorn explores different areas. Even though it might be simple, it's a huge step up, which means she might become the next J.K. Rowling. Wait, before sports, we have an early release today at 1:10 p.m. because of the homecoming parade. That's all we have this week. Join Leah for sports.
Hello and welcome back to our weekly sports news. On the 16th, the football team had an away game versus Hamilton. This whole week, basketball conditioning is happening from 3 to 4 p.m. And then throughout the 28th and 29th, boys basketball tryouts are happening next week from 3 through 4:30 p.m. Good luck to everyone who's going to tryouts and conditioning. Okay, do you know how to play kabaddi? Kabaddi is a team sport where there are 2 teams with 7 people on each team. One player, known as the Raider, goes into the opposing team to tag defenders. While on the opposing team, the Raider must chant kabaddi. Defenders try to prevent the Raider from returning to their half by tackling or grabbing them a section. If the Raider is touched, he is out. You also know what cricket is. Cricket is a bat and ball sport for 2 teams of 11 players, where the objective is to score runs by hitting a ball and then running between 2 wickets or by hitting the ball over the boundary line. Do you know that cricket was invented in the 16th century England, with the earliest definite reference to the game being in a 1598 court case in Guildford? The sport evolved from simple stick and ball games played by children in the medieval period in the southeast of England. It became more organized with formalized rules in the 18th century and later spread globally throughout the British Empire. Another sport you may not know about is cheese wheeling. Cheese wheeling is known as the world's most dangerous dash. It is a 200-yard dash after a double Gloucester cheese wheel that is rolling down a hill. To win, all you have to do is chase it down a grassy hill and cross the finish line before anyone else does. That is all for sports. Now let's move on to Tatum with Feature.
Hello, Suwannee Middle School, and today we'll be talking about legacy stories. A legacy story is a personal narrative that goes beyond financial inheritance, capturing the wisdom, valuables, and life lessons of an individual to be passed down to the future generations. An example of a legacy is from Alexander Graham Bell. His legacy is a telephone. Yep, he made that spectacular device. He is the father of phones, basically. Another legacy is from Albert Einstein. His theories of special and general relativity changed the understanding of space. Now let's go into some teacher legacy stories. Do you remember what electives you chose when you were in middle school?
I did. I chose Spanish. I did 1 and 2, and we made food in there. We actually got to eat it that day. And then I did gym, and we still had to do the whole dress out thing, which is not fun, but you do what you gotta do.
What other electives were there that you might have not chosen?
We had home ec that taught them how to cook and sew. They took that away my final year here. What else did we have? We had ag. I was scared of the chickens, not gonna lie. We had computers. It was Mr. Stavig, which is Miss Neal's really good friend. Did that in 6th grade. And then I think that was about most of them. I think that was all we had.
Thank you. What is a legacy that you would like to leave behind for your students?
I would like to leave behind for my students to leave my class asking questions still about the world, themselves, and about others.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Legacy stories inspire and help guide people's future actions. What are the electives that you chose?
I honestly cannot remember a ton of elective choices. I know that I did PE, and I know that I did art, and oh wait, no, we did have like a drama theater one once. I know I did that. So yeah, those are the ones that I can remember for sure.
Thank you. What was middle school like back when you were in middle school?
It was a lot of fun, and we had a lot of freedom, a lot more than we have now, because we knew how to behave. It was challenging. We had to read entire novels and do work on them. We didn't just get all these little passages that you guys get now.
Join us next week for more of what's happening in Suwannee Middle School.